You thought pulling down the bottle tree was the ultimate victory. You thought getting the bones would finally break the cycle. You were wrong. From season 4 just dropped its most devastating, chaotic, and game-changing finale yet. Episode 10 didn't just move the goalposts. It completely burned down the stadium. We watched daytime turn instantly to night. We saw red lightning tear through the sky above Fromville, and we witnessed the absolute unthinkable. Fatima fully transforming into a monster right in front of Boyd and Ellis. The town is in absolute shambles, and the rules we've relied on for 4 years are officially dead theories. This finale proved one massive theory right out of the gate. The town is a carefully constructed game of light and dark. Sophia, our man in yellow, isn't just a monster. She is an ancient architect of chaos. But here's the thing, she's not playing this game alone. Her conversation with the boy in white confirms they are opposing forces bound by cosmic rules. The second theory, the town actively defends itself. The moment Jade and Tabitha got close to breaking the curse, the town didn't just send monsters. It altered its own physical reality, weaponizing the sun and the earth to stop them. This sets up a brutally desperate season 5. The survivors are scattered, the protective talismans are gone, and the town's geometry is collapsing. Next season will open not with a rescue mission, but with a pure, unadulterated bloodbath. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a like because we are diving deep into the madness of the season 4 finale. Let's get into it. The entire season built up to this single, desperate heist. Extracting the children's bones from the underground cavern, Jade and Tabitha are in the pit, frantically bagging the skulls. Up above, Boyd and the surface team use a truck to literally uproot the bottle tree. But right before it happens, Jade drops a massive bomb. He lied. He knew the entire time that removing the tree would strip away the chamber's protection. He fully intended to sacrifice himself, fending off the monsters so Tabitha could escape. But the second that tree is ripped from the earth, absolute hell breaks loose. The monsters rush in, only to be momentarily repelled by the sunlight pouring through the hole. Then, out of nowhere, day turns instantly to pitch black night. Roll, the sky shifting instantly from day to night. A massive earthquake shakes the caverns, trapping Jade and Tabitha behind fallen boulders. Why did the sky change so fast? Theory 1. The bottle tree was the literal physical seal holding the town's temporal loop together. By ripping it out, they broke the seal, causing the dimensions code to completely glitch out. Theory 2. The entity controlling the town actively protects its nocturnal killers. The sunlight was holding the monsters back, so the town simply deleted the sun. It changed the rules to ensure Jade and Tabitha would be slaughtered. Going into season 5, the town's environment will be entirely unpredictable. You can't rely on daytime being safe anymore. The uprooted bottle tree directly sets up the temporal collapse of Fromville. I predict we will see day and night shifting randomly, stripping the residents of their only reliable defense mechanism. Symbols and clues. We need to talk about the physical artifacts that completely changed the lore in this episode. Down in the cavern, as Tabitha is bagging the bones, she picks up a specific skull and completely freezes. She has a visceral, overwhelming flashback. She recognizes the skull. It belongs to the little girl we haven't seen all season, the daughter Tabitha had in her past life as Miranda. And while Tabitha is confronting her past, the surface team is staring at the sky. From the massive hole where the bottle tree used to be, violent blood-red lightning shoots directly upward, blanketing all of Fromville in a crimson storm. Brawl. Wide shot of the red lightning branching over the town. Let's unpack that skull first. Theory 1. The reincarnation loop is undeniably confirmed. Tabitha isn't just symbolically linked to Miranda. She literally carries her soul, and recognizing her ancient daughter's skull proves the children are the eternal anchors of this town. Theory 2. The red lightning. We've seen the color red teased in the underground cave paintings depicting a massive red entity. The red lightning isn't just a storm. It is the awakening of the true ancient evil that the man in yellow reports to. That specific skull Tabitha held is the ultimate key. In season 5, they won't just dump those bones anywhere. Tabitha will have to use her daughter's skull in a highly specific ritual, likely at the Lake of Tears, to finally shatter the immortality pact the original townspeople made centuries ago. 30. Character arcs and lineage. While the rest of the town is fighting the apocalypse, Henry is fighting his own mind inside the sheriff's station. Sophia secretly poisoned Henry's liquor with a drop of her own blood, inducing hyper realistic hallucinations. Henry is fully convinced that Fromville is just a coma dream, and a doctor in his vision tells him he needs to eliminate his anchor to wake up. That anchor? His own son Victor. Henry finds Victor's hidden revolver, loads it, and points it directly at Victor, begging him to understand. He is seconds away from pulling the trigger. But right at that exact moment, Ethan walks into the room. The distraction allows Victor to tackle his father, disarm him, and scream, "Why are you doing this? You said you would protect me." Victor tackling Henry to the ground in tears. Theory 1. The anchor deception is Sophia's most brilliant psychological weapon. She knows she can't easily kill Victor because he holds 40 years of the town's historical memory, so she manipulates his own father into doing it. Theory 2. Ethan's timing wasn't a coincidence. The boy in white actively guided Ethan to that specific room at that exact second to save Victor, proving the cosmic forces are actively interfering on both sides. This devastating betrayal sets up a massive shift for Victor in season 5. He can no longer hide behind the comfort of having his dad back. Henry will have to be locked up or isolated, forcing Victor to finally step up as the ultimate leader and protector of Ethan, using his decades of survival knowledge to guide the final escape. The antagonist, major threat. What happened? Sophia, the man in yellow, just pulled off the most lethal inside job in television history. After systematically breaking down the town's sanity, she casually strolls into the woods, carrying a bag filled with every single talisman she stole from the town. Then, she comes face to face with the boy in white. He looks at her and says, "They have the bones. You're going to lose this time." Sophia just smiles. "I've always admired your optimism," she replies. "I guess we'll see." And then she dumps every single talisman straight down into the faraway tree. Theory 1. The cosmic chess match. This conversation proves definitively that Sophia and the boy in white are eternal adversaries playing a grand, twisted game. They speak to each other with familiarity, confirming the boy in white isn't just a ghost. He's the opposing architect. Theory 2. The talisman reset. Sophia dumping the stones wasn't just to get people killed. She needed to reset the board because Jade and Tabitha successfully secured the bones. She is removing the human's only advantage to force a total reset of the cycle. Season 5 is going to open with an absolute massacre. With the talismans lost in the faraway network, the houses are completely useless. I predict the remaining survivors will be forced to abandon the township entirely and seek shelter in the very place the monsters sleep, the underground caverns, using the creature's own territory against them. Chapter 6. You want visceral? Let's talk about the most shocking transformation this show has ever given us. Boyd, Ellis, Tabitha, and Jade are trapped in the collapsing tunnels. The horde of monsters is closing in fast. Fatima, who has been deteriorating all season and actively sensing the creatures, steps up. She tells Boyd and Tabitha to stand back. She looks dead at Ellis, her husband, and says, "Remember who I was." Pause. Then she turns toward the horde and physically transforms into one of them. She morphs into a horrific monster right in front of their eyes to distract the creatures and buy our heroes enough time to escape the cavern. How did this happen? Theory 1. The golem prophecy is fulfilled. Fatima spent the season building a mud golem from Iranian folklore to protect herself. The town warped that intention. She didn't just build a protector. The dark magic of the town turned her into the ultimate protector. Theory 2. She is the new mother of monsters. Remember when Smiley broke into the clinic? He looked at Fatima and literally called her mother before walking away. She is now biologically linked to the ancient hierarchy. Fatima is not dead, but she is no longer human. In season 5, she will become a crucial inside operative. She won't attack the humans, but she will be forced to live in the dark with the creatures, possibly rising to rule them or holding them back during the final push for the Lake of Tears. Chapter 7. Hidden Details and Easter Eggs. What? There are two massive details in this episode that you probably missed because the pacing was so frantic. First, the ladder. When Tabitha tries to climb out of the cavern, the rope ladder snaps, stranding them. That wasn't bad luck. That was a direct callback to episode 9, where Sophia secretly sawed the rope to sabotage the extraction. Second, the daylight mechanics. When the bottle tree is pulled up, the sun hits the monsters in the cave. But look closer. They don't burn. They don't turn to ash. The cowboy monster just recoils and steps back. Theory 1. The daylight curse is misunderstood. We always assumed the sun was lethal to them, like traditional vampires, but this scene proves they are just severely repelled by it. Theory 2. Sophia's sabotage proves the entity doesn't just rely on magic. She uses gravity, timing, and human error. She knew the exact moment that ladder needed to break to maximize despair, feeding the town's need for dashed hope. Season 5 predictions. This sunlight detail changes everything for season 5. If the monsters don't burn in the sun, it means they can absolutely operate during the day if they stay in the shadows or the thick woods. The survivors are going to realize that nowhere is safe, completely destroying their daytime scavenging routines. Chapter 8. Character Fates and Cliffhangers. What happened? This finale did not hold back on the body count. Two major characters met incredibly brutal ends. Down in the clinic, the earthquake knocks the talisman off the door, allowing Smiley to burst in. He slices Marielle's stomach wide open. She bleeds out and dies right in Christie's arms, begging for one last kiss. Meanwhile, over at the diner, Elgin confronts Sophia. She offers him a sick bargain, help her, and he can go home. Elgin refuses and starts praying. Sophia mocks his faith, grabs his hands, and literally crushes his brain, causing him to bleed violently from his eyes and mouth until he drops dead. She then casually tells Clara to get rid of the body. Marielle's tragic irony. All season, her biggest fear wasn't pain. It was dying in Fromville and having her soul trapped forever. The town gave her exactly what she feared most. Elgin's death was a necessary execution by the man in yellow. Elgin found the ancient Polaroid of Sophia. He was the only wild card who could expose her disguise, so Sophia neutralized the threat before he could talk to Boyd. Christie is going to completely snap in season 5, abandoning her role as the peaceful healer to go on an absolute warpath. As for Elgin, Clara won't be able to handle the guilt of hiding his body. Her paranoia will eventually crack, leading her to expose Sophia's true identity to the entire town. Chapter 9. Conclusion. Let's take a breath and look at the sheer devastation of this finale. The survivors managed to recover the ancient bones of the Ankui children, but the cost was astronomical. The bottle tree, their only magical anchor, is gone. The protective talismans have been dumped into the abyss. Fatima is a monster. Marielle and Elgin are dead, and the sky is bleeding red lightning. Boyd's group is trapped in a completely unshielded town, surrounded by forces that are no longer playing by the rules. And the uprooted tree. Theories. We don't need theories to know what this means. The town's illusions have been stripped away. The man in yellow isn't hiding behind proxies anymore. The cycle is shattered, and the endgame has officially been triggered. Season 5 predictions. Season 5 will be the ultimate desperate road trip. With the town effectively destroyed and defenseless, the remaining survivors will have to take the bones and march directly into the wilderness to find the Lake of Tears. It's do or die. But what do you guys think? Is Fatim going to lead the monsters next season, or will she be hunted by them? Let me know your craziest theories down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our full season 5 prep downs. Until next time, stay safe out there.